Hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Today is December 1st. What happened to this year, y'all? I'm serious. It went by so fast. I don't know if you're feeling the same way, but it's a little disorienting. Anyways, with it being the end of the year, that brings along inevitable challenges and stressful situations like shopping for Christmas, making sure you take care of yourself, family, organizing dinners, and of course, spending what's left on your flex spending account. Most important, right? So a flex spending account, or FSA account, if you're not familiar, is a route that you can take through your employer to basically buy items that have been deemed to be medically necessary by the government, tax-free, so to speak. So you can decide how much you want to put in when you go through your annual enrollment and your benefits, how much you want to put into that FSA account, and then use those funds throughout the year on specific products that are deemed medically necessary. There is a list you have to go off of that the government puts together. Those items change from year to year. We've got some new ones for 2022. So I'm going to be sharing today 25 of the most creative, outside of the box, FSA eligible purchases that you can make. Now, some of these are probably things you may already be buying, but you didn't know that you could put them on the FSA. So maybe we can get you a little bit of money put back in your pocket. Other items on this list would make fantastic Christmas presents. And kid you not, I will be buying some of these as Christmas presents for my own family and friends. I have purchased most of these items that I'm going to be going over with you myself so that I can test them out and so that I feel comfortable recommending them to you. Let's talk really quickly about FSA rollover limits. Now, from 2022 to 2023, you are allowed to roll over $570 on your FSA plan into the next year, meaning any amount over $570 that you leave in your account by the end of December 31st is gone. You forfeit it. Don't be that person. Do not be that person. That's why I created this list. I did not want to see anybody's money go down the drain or go back to their employer. You should get the full value. That's your money. Now that amount is going to change for 2023, going into 2024, it's being up to $610, but make sure you're always checking because this stuff changes from year to year. I have all of these products linked down below in the description, and because I'm an Amazon affiliate, I do receive a very small commission if you end up purchasing any of these products at no additional cost to you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by going in and finding out how we research our own products, and then we'll jump into those 25 extraordinary, creative, outside of the box FSA eligible products that you can spend your end of year FSA funds on. All right, so the very first thing I'm going to do is go to Amazon Smile. Now, if you're not familiar with Amazon Smile, it's basically Amazon, but you're allowed to pick a nonprofit, and a very small portion of whatever you spend goes directly to that nonprofit. So make sure anytime you are shopping through Amazon, you are shopping through Amazon Smile. So we go to Amazon and we want to search, let's say we're looking for a heating pad, all right? Now, some heating pads are going to show up as FSA eligible and others aren't. And if you look at this first row of results, you can see it right here, FSA or HSA eligible. Now, basically, all of these are the same thing. They're all heating pads, right? They're all technically FSA eligible. But what this means is that not all of the suppliers, vendors, have gone through that extra step. They probably had to submit a little extra paperwork to have that FSA eligible designation on there. And so what it means is that FSA eligible products, you can use your actual FSA card on if that's what your employer gives you. If it doesn't say FSA eligible, but it is the exact same thing, and it definitely falls on the list of FSA eligible products, then you can go through a manual reimbursement process, typically with your employer. So you'd pay for it with your own money, submit the receipt, and then get reimbursed. I know with my own employer, it takes literally less than 2 business days to have those funds back in my account, but that will be, of course, different for everyone. So if I'm searching specifically and I only want the FSA products to come up, I go over here on the left-hand side, and all I have to do is click this FSA or HSA eligible box. Now it will limit it to FSA products that are ready to go. I can go ahead and spend my money on it. All right, y'all, now for the fun part. Let's go through these products. I've got them divided into 4 different categories. First, we're gonna go through skincare and acne, general health equipment, pain relief, and then I've got a special section on menstrual, reproductive, and sexual health, which includes a lot of products that are new for 2022, and so make sure you watch until the end. I would love, love, love to have your comments down below, and of course, it would just make my day if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell notification so that you get notified when I drop new content. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the very first thing we have here is the Nivea Skin Firming Lotion Pack. So this is a single purchase on Amazon. You get both of these products, skin firming. Did we hear that? Did we hear that? Okay. Skin firming on your FSA eligible. So it's almost like a cosmetic thing. So the next one is Badger Sleep Balm with lavender and bergamot. This is like a kind of a salve, like an ointment, and you can just put it on your your temples or your wrist, just like your pressure points, make you sleepy. Not that sleepy. Oh, but it smells heavenly. All right, I bet you didn't know that Acne Care is eligible as an FSA approved purchase for 2022. And so that includes pretty much any acne medicated facial washes, ointment, etc. One that I found that I really, really love on Amazon is this Vichy, I don't know how you say it. But it's the Norma, this is just funny, like listening to this Oklahoma girl try to pronounce things that are definitely not from Oklahoma. Normaderm Phyto Action Daily Deep Cleansing Gel with salicylic acid. I really like this one, y'all. This next one has become a literal staple around our household. Everyone in our household uses it, and I can't believe I went as long as I did without knowing these existed. Mighty Patches, y'all. These are tiny little clear stickers that you put on your zits wherever they are, and they not only cover them so they're not as visible, they actually like draw the gunk and the yuck like to the surface, and so they clear it up. You leave it on for a couple days, that zit is goner. The last one I haven't purchased, so I don't have anything to show you, but this is the Black Wolf Charcoal Body Wash for Men. I wanted to include something for the fellas. And so this is a medicated charcoal body wash for like body acne, but also just to make your skin all smooth and clean and smelling, of course, delish. So go get you some of that. So now let's move into the general health section. Now, some of these aren't as creative and outside of the box, but a lot of these are things that you should seriously consider having around the house. And then of course I have a couple surprises for you. And so the first one is a blood pressure monitor, just a simple arm style cuff that reads it for you. Very easy. Always good to have one of these babies around. Also a glucose testing kit, another good one. You can get something that literally has everything that you need in it, the strips, blah, blah, blah. Just for, you know, occasional testing if you don't have diabetes. Good to have one around. Another thing you should have around the house is a Bluetooth pulse oximeter, fingertip monitor that checks your pulse and your blood oxygen, I think. Yeah. I do this one every year. You gotta have some Band-Aids. Gotta have Band-Aids. Like, you're gonna go through these. If you have anyone in your family, you're probably gonna go through a family pack of Band-Aids a year. So go stock up on Band-Aids. And first aid kits. I've got a good first aid kit linked. Make sure you have one of those. Not only in your house, but you should probably throw one of those in each of your cars too. And think about Christmas presents. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a box of Band-Aids or a first aid kit as a Christmas. No, don't get me that. But you could get me a Bluetooth smart scale that has an automatic BMI measurer or monitor. Got that link down below. The next one you could definitely give as a present, but you're gonna want to keep it yourself. And this is one that is new for 2022. You can charge a 23andMe health test kit for DNA testing and health testing to your FSA card now. So that is really, really cool. I haven't gotten a 23andMe done. I've had an Ancestry.com one done, but not the more health aspect one. And so that is definitely one I am considering doing. The next one you might not think about, but it actually makes sense. A HEPA air filter for your house. If you have a lot of extra funds that you need to spend, this can eat up a little bit more than some of these other items. These range in the $200 to $300 range for a good one that will, suffice for at least a large living room, maybe a small house. But definitely something to keep in mind that you might need in this new age of COVID and flu and RSV and all these gross things. Or how about a medication lockbox, keeping your medications safe and locked down? That is also a covered expense for FSA funds. You could also do a touchless thermometer. They've got some really cool infrared thermometers now. Make sure you have a good one in your house and pick that up with your FSA funds. And lastly, in the health section, at-home COVID tests. Now, these were covered by the government for a while, and they should still be covered under your general medical insurance plan. But just a side note that you are allowed to charge at-home COVID tests to your FSA card for 2022. Moving into pain relief. For those of you who've known me for a while, you know that I have a lot of problems with my neck, my shoulders. I've been through surgery. I've been through all the things. And one thing that I cannot live without is my heating pad. I have to have heating pads on all the time. They save me so much. And heating pads are covered under FSA. I've got some good ones linked down in the description below, especially good ones for the neck and shoulders that kind of just come around and hug you. But there's also several for the lower back, for lumbar support and sciatica. One particular item that I purchased this year that was not marked FSA eligible within Amazon, but because it falls under that heating pad category, it was eligible through a manual submission and reimbursement process, is the Flex Warm heated scarf. So this is a cordless heating pad, basically, which is amazing because I do a lot of traveling for work, and I do not like being on planes because the pressure in the air makes me have a lot of pain. And so I literally put this bad boy on, and it heats up pretty dang well for being cordless. I am planning to get several of these as Christmas presents for people because they look so cool. It's got a reflective shield in case you're out, running or something. And it's got a hoodie in a scarf with heat. Give me 20 of them. I'm signing up for that. All right, so the next one under pain relief is Chirp rollers, foam rollers. I'm not sure if you've heard of these. Foam rollers in general appear to be covered as long as they're kind of marketed for medical reasons, but Chirp in particular. I've definitely seen the ads for them, and these are covered on your FSA card for 2022. And lastly, two new ones for 2022 that you might be excited about are chiropractic care and acupuncture. So both of these can be charged to your FSA card. So if you've been wanting to try either the chiropractor or acupuncture, go give it a try. Put it on your card. The last section, which I'm really excited about, is menstrual reproductive care and sexual health. A lot of these products are new for this year, and a lot of these products are probably things you're already purchasing. First off, I was really excited by this. Thinx period underwear. Now, period underwear have been around for several years. I had not tried them previous to finding out that they were a covered expense this year. And so I actually bought a couple pairs. I'm not going to show them to you because I feel like that would be a little weird. But if you haven't tried period underwear and that is something that you are wanting to try, give it a try on your FSA card. The second is menstrual cups and a menstrual cup steamer to clean the thing. So if you're interested in trying the cup route, that's another covered expense, as is tampons, pads, anything menstrual related is pretty much covered. I also found out that flex discs are covered. Next, we have a really interesting one and really outside the box, Kegel exercise weight balls. I'm not going to go into a lot of explanation, but if you know what Kegels are, you can probably figure it out. And lastly, Lilo Hex condoms. So condoms are a covered expense, and I'm not necessarily in a position where I am trying these, so I can't recommend, but I have had some friends tell me that Lilo Hex is the way to go. They are the best on the market. So that is all. That is our list for today. I hope that this was informative. I hope that you've got enough heads up to be able to go in, check your FSA funds, see how much you have to spend, remember those rollover limits, and start building out, some items that you could potentially spend those leftover funds on so that you're not losing them at the end of the year. As a reminder, everything's linked in the description below. It'll take you straight to Amazon listings, and I sure appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified of new content, and hit that thumbs up button. Have a wonderful, wonderful December and Christmas and holidays and all those things. And we will be in touch soon. Bye, loves.